Dear students, good morning to one and all. Today we are learning about biological classification. Okay, students. First of all, what is the meaning of biology? Biology means the study of living organisms. Biology means the study of living organisms. Living means having life or true to life or everyday life. So that is the living. Okay, now dear students, this biology is derived from two Greek words. First Greek word bios means life. Second Greek word logos means study of. That is study of life. Study of life. Okay, now dear students, what is the meaning of biology? By means the study of living organisms is called biology. Another definition are here: the study of life forms and the living process is also called biology. Okay, now dear students, biology is derived from two Greek words. First Greek word bios. Bios means life. Second Greek word logos. Logos means study of. That is study of life. Okay, now. So biology further divided into mainly two groups. First group are here plants. Second group are here animals. Dear students, so many organisms are growing on the earth, especially plant organisms and animal organisms. Animal organisms both to be rich content of on earth. Why? Because animal organisms and also human being organisms is always depend upon to the plant organisms. Is always depend upon to the plant organisms. Okay, now number of living organisms are growing on the earth, but especially well known two organisms, that is two living organisms. One is plant organism, second one is animal organism. Okay, now dear students, biology is further divided into mainly two groups. First group are named plants, second group are named animals. Okay, now the study of plants is called botany. The study of animals is called zoology. By means biology is further divided into two groups or two branches. First group plants or first branch botany. Second group animals or second branch zoology. The study of plants is called botany. The study of animals is called zoology. Okay, now Aristotle was the earlier attempt to scientific classification. First to be, so the organisms is divided into two groups. Who is, that is Aristotle. Okay, now Aristotle that is botany and zoology. So hence Aristotle was the earliest more scientific classification. So this is a Aristotle classification or first classification. Aristotle classification or first classification. So Aristotle is classified plants into again three groups. Plants into again three groups. Okay, now dear students, first group trees, second group shrubs, third group herbs. Already biology is divided into mainly two groups. Who is Aristotle? So Aristotle to be considered the living organisms are divided into mainly two groups such as plants and animals. Okay, now plants is classified divided into again three groups. First one is trees, second one is shrubs, third one is herbs. Okay, now what is the meaning of trees? For example, mango, neem, teak, banyan tree. These are the examples for trees. So trees is always larger in size, woody, perennial plants. That is called trees. Trees is always larger in size, woody by means strongly, and perennial by means the lifespan is completed more than 2 years. That is trees. Second one here shrubs. So shrubs all are woody perennial plants and must to be bushy appearance. That is called shrubs. The best examples are here rose, China rose and China rose. These are the best examples are here shrubs. Next third group are here herbs. Herbs all are smaller and delicate plants without woody parts. Totally the plant body is totally smoothly. So here it has smaller, delicate, without woody part. That is called herbs. The best examples are here all grass plants. That is the plants. Aristotle is also animals classified into two groups. One group animal organisms are here those as red blood cells. By means some animal organisms are presence of RBC, red blood cells. Some animal organisms those had did not red blood cells. Only containing white blood cells. Why? Because red blood cells is always presence of the hemoglobin pigment. White blood cells is always presence of the hemocyanin pigment. So some animal organisms those had did not red blood cells. The best examples are here arthropoda organisms, cockroach, organisms. The best examples are here arthropoda. So the arthropoda organisms of cockroach. So these organisms did not red blood cells. Okay, now this is a Aristotle classification or first classification. Hence he is regarded Aristotle is a father of biology and father of zoology. Aristotle is a father of biology is father of botany? Theophrastus. Theophrastus. Why? Because Theophrastus clearly examined 500 plants of morphological characters. 500 plants of morphological characters. So hence he is regarded as a father of botany. So first classification and Aristotle classification, the organisms are divided into two groups such as plants and animals. Anyhow, Aristotle first to be identified plant organisms and animal organisms, but Aristotle clearly focus on animal organisms. Then after Theophrastus to be detailed study of 500 morphological character feature. 500 morphological character feature. Okay, now not only 2 or 3 plants of morphological character features. Totally find out 500 morphological character features such as plant body of root system, plant body of shoot system, plant body of flowers, plant body of fruits, plant body of seeds. Totally detailed study of Theophrastus. So hence he is regarded father of botany. Okay, now dear students, this is a Aristotle classification or first system of classification. Next we are going to second system of classification, that is two kingdom system of classification. Which is proposed by two kingdom system of classification. Carl Linnaeus. In a Carl Linnaeus time is proposed by two kingdom system of classification. This kingdom system of classification are including Plantae and Animalia. Plantae and Animalia. By means Carl Linnaeus, the organisms is divided into two kingdoms. The organisms is divided into two kingdoms. In which organisms? All are living organisms. The living organisms are divided into two kingdoms. Okay, now dear students, one kingdom Plantae, second kingdom Animalia. One kingdom Plantae, second kingdom Animalia. Okay, now Plantae includes plants, Animalia includes animals. Carl Linnaeus is proposed two kingdom system of classification. By means the organisms is divided into two kingdoms. First kingdom Plantae, second kingdom Animalia. Plantae kingdom includes plants, Animalia kingdom includes animals. Okay, now so this is a simple system of classification. Two kingdom system of classification is a simple system of classification. But Carl Linnaeus of two kingdom system of classification did not distinguish between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. Okay, now unicellular and multicellular organisms, autotrophs and heterotrophs organisms. Okay, now dear students, Carl Linnaeus did not explain the distinctness between of the what is the prokaryotic cell, what is the eukaryotic cell, what is the unicellular organisms, what is the multicellular organisms, what is the autotrophic organism, what is the heterotrophic organisms, what are the character features of prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells, and what are the character features of unicellular and multicellular organisms, what are the character features of autotrophs and heterotrophs organisms. Did not clearly explain of the Carl Linnaeus. At the same time, so this system includes bacteria, algae, fungi, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms and angiosperms, all are under plantae. All are under plantae. Bacteria is also plantae. Algae is also plantae. Fungi is also plantae. And bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms, angiosperms, all are plantae. By means, okay now, all are plants. All are plants. This is the mainly differentiation, or this is the mainly demerit. This is the mainly demerit. And clearly not explain of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Generally, so the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, to be study of prokaryotic cell and to be study of eukaryotic cell. This is a prokaryotic cell, this is a eukaryotic cell. Okay now, dear students, this is a eukaryotic cell, this is a prokaryotic cell. So eukaryotic cell of organisms, all are plants, animals, human beings, except bacteria, virus, mycoplasma. So three are prokaryotic cells, prokaryotic cell of organisms. Okay now, this is a eukaryotic cell, this is a prokaryotic cell, that is eukaryotic organism of cell, that is prokaryotic organism of cell. Eukaryotic cells best examples, all plants, all animals, all human beings. Prokaryotic cells examples, the best example bacteria, next one mycoplasma and viruses Okay now, dear students, this is a eukaryotic cell. Generally a cell containing cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm. This cytoplasm consists of numerous cell organelles. Especially one cell organelle are clearly shown. The cell organelle are named as nucleus. The cell organelle are named as nucleus. By means, the organism that have true nucleus. The organism that have true nucleus. True nucleus means nucleus is covered by well-developed nuclear membrane. The nucleus is covered by well-developed nuclear membrane or well-developed nuclear envelope. Okay now, that is true nucleus. Eukaryotic cell consists of cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm and numerous cell organelles such as chloroplast, mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum. The main cell organelle, that is nucleus. So the nucleus is always located at the center of the cell. Especially eukaryotic organisms. Okay now, especially eukaryotic organisms. So here, what is the meaning of eukaryotic cell? The organism that have true nucleus. True nucleus means nucleus is covered by well-developed nuclear membrane or well-developed nuclear envelope containing genetic material or DNA. Recognized in the form of chromatin material for their cell. That is eukaryotic cell. Next one here, this is a prokaryotic cell. So this prokaryotic cell containing cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, so as well as also nucleus, remaining ribosomes. So double membrane bond of cell organelles totally absent in prokaryotic cell. So double membrane bound cell organelles are present in eukaryotic cell. Okay now. So in this prokaryotic cell, this is a genetic material or DNA are not covered by nucleus envelope, are not covered by nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope. So hence that organism having the lack of nucleus. Okay now, the organism, in which organism? Prokaryotic organism. The organism that have lack of nucleus, by means nucleus is not surrounded by well developed nuclear membrane or not surrounded by well developed nuclear envelope. So that is lack of nucleus and lack of double membrane bound cell organelles. In this time not recognized in the chromatin material. This chromatin material or genetic material is freely floating on the cytoplasm. That is prokaryotic cell. Okay now, that is prokaryotic cell. Okay now, dear students. So this is a differences between eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. But both prokaryotic cell organisms and eukaryotic cell organisms grouped together under kingdom plants, plantae or plants. This is one difference between. Second difference between here unicellular and multicellular. Generally, a organism is made up of single cell, that is known as unicellular. Best example are here Chlamydomonas. Multicellular, a organism is made up of more than one cell, that is called multicellular organism. Spirogyra, Euglena, and also Polycyphonia. Okay now, dear students. So these two differences are not between two kingdom system of classification. Next difference between are here autotrophs and heterotrophs organisms. Some organisms is always synthesized own their food materials. Own their food materials for the food. That is called autotrophs. Heterotrophs means some organisms are not synthesized own their food material, is always depend upon to the other organisms. That is named heterotrophs. So these differences are not clearly explained of the Carl Linnaeus. This is a two kingdom system of classification. Okay now. Next one is here three kingdom system of classification. Is proposed by Ernest Haeckel. Who is proposed by three kingdom system of classification? Ernest Haeckel. Three kingdoms are here: Plantae, Animalia, Protista. Plantae are also autotrophic in nature. Animalia is also heterotrophic in nature, but Protista is also autotrophic nature and heterotrophic nature. Protista is presence of the intermediate characters. Okay now. Next one here, four kingdom system of classification. Is proposed by Copeland. Four kingdoms are here. First kingdom Plantae, second kingdom Animalia, third kingdom Protista, fourth kingdom Fungi. Plantae is always chlorophyll containing, autotrophic in nature. Animalia is also non-chlorophyll, heterotrophic in nature. Protista to be presence of both plant characters and animal characters. Fungi is always heterotrophic in nature. Fungi is always heterotrophic in nature, either unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular and multicellular. This is a introduction to biological classification. Introduction to biological classification. Dear students, father of biology Aristotle, father of zoology Aristotle, father of botany Theophrastus, but father of modern botanist Carl Linnaeus. Father of modern botanist Carl Linnaeus. Okay, now thank you.